The Middle East is shifting again, undergoing a period of intense geopolitical transformation. Long-standing alliances are being re-evaluated, and new partnerships are emerging, creating a complex and unpredictable landscape. This shift comes after a joint U.S.-Israeli strike on Iran's nuclear sites, an event that has significantly heightened tensions in the region and prompted a reassessment of security strategies by various actors. The strike has not only damaged Iran's nuclear capabilities but also sent a strong message about the resolve of the U.S. and Israel to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons. President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu, figures known for their close alignment and assertive foreign policies, are seizing this moment, recognizing the opportunity to reshape the region in a way that aligns with their strategic interests and strengthens their respective positions on the global stage. They are pushing for a rapid end to the Gaza war, understanding that prolonged conflict could destabilize the region further and undermine their broader objectives. Their vision extends beyond just resolving the immediate crisis in Gaza. They are aiming for a new regional order, one that reflects their shared interests and priorities. Their plan? What exactly are they hoping to achieve in this complex and volatile environment? Expand the Abraham Accords, building upon the existing framework to normalize relations between Israel and more Arab nations, fostering greater cooperation and integration across the region. They aim to unite Arab states against Iran, forging a united front to counter what they perceive as Iran's destabilizing influence and expansionist ambitions in the Middle East. Ultimately, they want to reshape the region's security landscape, creating a new architecture that prioritizes stability, deters aggression, and safeguards the interests of their allies. Netanyahu seeks a White House celebration, a symbolic gesture that would underscore the strength of the U.S.-Israeli alliance and the success of their joint efforts. This celebration would be about projecting unity and strength, sending a clear message to both allies and adversaries about their unwavering commitment to their shared goals. This message is intended for the world, demonstrating their ability to shape events and influence outcomes on the global stage. The Gaza ceasefire is just the start, a crucial first step, but only the beginning of a much larger and more ambitious undertaking. Both leaders want to use this momentum, capitalizing on the current environment to advance their broader strategic objectives and solidify their positions in the region. Their strategy involves sidelining adversaries, weakening their influence and limiting their ability to disrupt their plans for the region. And of course, reward allies, strengthening their partnerships and ensuring their continued support for their vision of a new Middle East. But will this bold gamble bring lasting peace, creating a more stable and prosperous future for the region? Or will it just set the stage for more conflict, exacerbating existing tensions and creating new fault lines that could lead to further instability? The next few weeks will reveal, providing crucial insights into the direction the region is heading and the potential consequences of these bold moves. We will see if this new alliance can hold, whether the bonds of cooperation are strong enough to withstand the inevitable challenges and pressures that lie ahead, or if old rivalries will erupt again, undermining their efforts and plunging the region back into a cycle of conflict and instability. The stakes are high and the world is watching. The vision for Gaza's future, as proposed by figures like Trump and Netanyahu, represents a radical departure from the status quo. It's a plan that seeks to fundamentally reshape the political and social landscape of the region, sparking considerable debate and controversy on the international stage. The cornerstone of this plan is to remove Hamas from power, dismantling its infrastructure and influence within Gaza. This involves not only dislodging the group from its positions of authority, but also exiling its leaders, effectively severing their connection to the territory. Furthermore, the plan includes the controversial proposition of offering voluntary emigration for civilians, raising concerns about displacement and demographic shifts. In their place, the proposal envisions a coalition of Arab states, with key roles for countries like the UAE and Egypt, stepping in to govern Gaza, providing administrative and security oversight. The stated aim is to stabilize and de-radicalize the territory, fostering an environment conducive to long-term peace and development. Notably absent from this proposed arrangement is the Palestinian Authority, effectively sidelined due to long-standing Israeli distrust and ongoing international controversy surrounding its leadership and effectiveness. This exclusion carries significant risks, potentially deepening existing Palestinian divisions and further complicating any hope for future unity or the realization of Palestinian statehood. The plan's ultimate success hinges on the willingness of Arab states to take on this complex and demanding challenge, and crucially, on their ability to navigate the treacherous and often unpredictable politics of Palestinian representation. Therefore, the future of Gaza's governance remains deeply uncertain, fraught with challenges and potential pitfalls. Arab states are approaching the situation with considerable caution. The complexities surrounding the future governance of Gaza are immense, and regional players are carefully weighing their options and potential involvement, especially when it comes to governing Gaza, a territory scarred by conflict and facing immense humanitarian challenges. The question of who will administer and rebuild Gaza is a critical one. They are demanding a clear and irreversible path to a two-state solution. This is not merely a talking point but a fundamental prerequisite for their engagement. It's a non-negotiable condition for their involvement in any post-conflict arrangements. They seek concrete assurances and a tangible roadmap. They simply won't risk public backlash and potential destabilization within their own borders. They are unwilling to be seen as appearing to enforce an Israeli agenda or legitimizing the status quo, especially without real and meaningful progress for Palestinians towards self-determination and an end to the occupation. For them, Gaza's administration must be a significant step, a building block. It must be a step toward a truly sovereign and independent Palestinian state, with recognized borders and full autonomy. Not merely an end in itself, a temporary solution, or a means to an end that avoids addressing the core issues. The previous Trump administration and some voices today see this as a chance to expand the Abraham Accords and further normalize relations between Israel and the Arab world. But Arab leaders are increasingly insistent that normalization with Israel firmly depends on real and verifiable movement toward a just and lasting peace for the Palestinians. The fate of Gaza, and indeed the entire region, now hinges precariously on whether these fundamental demands are finally met with genuine commitment and action. The path forward remains uncertain, but the stakes are undeniably high. In Europe, the Gaza crisis has exposed deep divisions within the EU. While the bloc calls for a two-state solution, member states are split. Some, like Spain, demand sanctions on Israel while others resist. Spain's Prime Minister Sanchez has accused Israel of genocide, sparking a fierce diplomatic row. The EU's inability to act decisively leaves it sidelined, its unity fractured by the conflict. As leaders defer tough decisions, Europe remains divided and its influence diminished. On the ground in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis is dire. Millions face starvation and aid is barely trickling in. Infrastructure is shattered, aid convoys are under threat, and civilians are trapped in a war zone. The death toll rises, families are displaced, and children are traumatized by relentless violence. Humanitarian groups warn that without a ceasefire and massive aid, famine is imminent. As leaders debate Gaza's future, the immediate priority is survival. The world must act now, or risk an irreversible catastrophe.